Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our monthly presentation. Um, our topic today will be hot weather safety for older adults. If you are not able to join today, the presentation will be posted on our Family Caregiver Support Group YouTube channel within the next few days, so you can have access to it then. My name is Olga Yamawaki. I am one of the case managers at the Family Caregiver Support Program in St. Barnabas Senior Services at the Mid-City location. And again, today, the topic I'll be discussing will be hot weather safety for older adults. Just a quick overview of our team. We have a program manager, Michelle Mawire, case manager, Jasmine Morales. A little overview of what I will be discussing today is, staying safe in the summertime, heat stroke, medical emergency, who's at risk, and how can you lower your chances or your risk of heat stroke. Things to remember, and I have a few recipes that will be good for summertime. Some do require minimal cooking. It's not so much, but they're good recipes. So it's summertime, summer's here, and not after, not only after a long winter, but it's been a long year cooped up inside because of the pandemic. So now with the arrival of, sunny days, we are just eager to get out there and get some sun. But getting outdoors can be good for you in many ways. It provides the opportunity for exercise, and it can also boost your mental health. But it also, as the heat rises, some health risks also increase, especially if you have medical conditions, and especially in older adults. Intense heat can put a strain on both your body and your brain. Too much heat can cause heart-related illnesses. One of those is called hyperthermia. So let's take a look at a few illnesses. We have heat syncope. This is a sudden dizziness that can happen when you are active in hot weather. If you take heart medications, such as beta blockers, you are at more risk for this syncope. So even if sometimes you might feel like faint, that could be because of the combination of medication and the heat. So in order to reduce this, try to rest in a cool place, try to put your legs up and drink plenty of water to make the dizzy feel go away. There's also heat cramps. A lot of us can get those. Those are painful tightening of the muscles in your stomach, arms, or legs. Perhaps cramps can result from a hard work or exercise if you're outdoors. Though your body temperature and pulse usually stay normal during heat cramps, your skin may feel moist and cool. So try to find a way to cool your body down. Rest in a shade or in a cool building. Drink plenty of fluids, but not those with alcohol or caffeine. Heat edema is a swelling of your ankles and feet when you get hot. So try to put your legs up to try to reduce some of the swelling. If that doesn't work fairly quickly, then you might want to check with your doctor, as there might be some other issues going on. Heat exhaustion is a warning that your body can no longer keep itself cool. You might feel thirsty, dizzy, weak, uncoordinated, or nauseous. You may sweat a lot. Your body temperature may stay normal, but your skin may feel cold and clammy. Some people with heat exhaustion have a rapid pulse. So try to rest in a cool place and try to get, again, plenty of fluids in your body. If you don't feel better soon, you should definitely seek medical attention. and be careful because heat exhaustion can progress into a heat stroke. So what is a heat stroke? If you have a heat stroke, you need to get medical attention right away. Older people, older adults, especially living in homes or apartments without air conditioning or fans at most at risk. People who become dehydrated or those with chronic diseases or alcoholism are also at most risk of a heat stroke. Some signs to look out for during a heat stroke is fainting. That could be possibly the first sign, or becoming unconscious. Change in behavior, you're confused, you're agitated, you're staggering, being grouchy or acting strangely. Body temperature over 104 degrees. If you are dry, flushed skin, and a strong rapid pulse, or a weak pulse also may be a sign of heat stroke. And not sweating, even if you're hot. Your body is not producing the sweat that it needs to get rid of, cool your body down. So if you are having any of these symptoms, try to, cool down or seek medical attention. So who is at risk? Some people are more at risk for heat-related illnesses than others. Each year, most people who die from hypothermia are over 50 years old. So older adults are at most risk and are most heat sensitive. And that's because the body's ability to cool itself changes as we get older. So some of those, and also some health problems may put you at greater risk. And some of those health problems can be heart or blood vessel problems, poorly working sweat glands, or changes in your skin that are caused by normal aging. Heart, lung, or kidney disease or illnesses can make you feel weak all over, resulting in a fever. Also, if you're taking medications such as for some heart medications and high blood pressure medicine, those can also make it harder for your body to cool itself. Taking several prescription drugs, if you are taking several prescription drugs, make sure to ask your doctor if any of your medications will make you more likely to become your body overheated. Being overweight or underweight also has an impact on heat, and drinking alcoholic beverages as well. So there's two main ways your body regulates its temperature. One is increasing how much blood flow to the skin, and the other one, how much we sweat. Neither of these work as well in older adults. Again, as we age, our body changes. So that makes it more difficult for older adults to cool off. So how can you reduce your risk of some of these heat elements? Things you can do to lower the risk of heat-related illnesses: drink plenty of fluids, such as water, fruit or vegetable juices. Stay away from drinks containing alcohol or caffeine. If your doctor has told you to limit your liquid intake, do ask them, what else they recommend for you to stay cool when it's very hot outside. So do consult your doctor on things like that. If you live in a home or apartment without fans or air conditioning, try to keep your house as cool as possible. Try to limit the use of your oven. Keep your shades and blinds or curtains closed during the hottest part of the day. This will keep the house nice and cool. And then do open your windows at night when temperatures go down and it starts to get a little fresher outside. If your house is too hot, try to spend some time in an air conditioned place. I know right now it's a little trickier with the pandemic still out there. So, malls are open. So they have air conditioning. So you might want to try that, going shopping, or some of the libraries are opening up. I don't think any of the senior centers are open yet. You can check with your local senior center to see if they're opening, if they have cooling, any cooling places that they might recommend for you, or even a friend's house who does have air conditioning. If you need help getting to a cool place, ask someone for a ride, a friend or relative. Again, some senior centers are offering transportation, so they might be able to take you to a cooling place. And dress for the weather. Some people find that natural fabrics, such as cotton, can be cooler than synthetic fibers. Wear sunscreen. Always, try to wear your hat, sunglasses, protect your eyes from the sun. Don't try to exercise a lot or do a lot of outdoors activities when it's really hot. So just try to limit those for early mornings or in the evenings, late evenings. And avoid crowded places when it's hot outside. So plan your trips during non-rush hour times. Here are some hydrating foods that can keep you cool during the summer. These are the top 10 hydrating foods. Cucumbers, do cucumber salad. Iceberg lettuce. I think we've all been told to not eat iceberg because it doesn't have any nutrients. It's just full of water. Well, summertime is a good time to eat iceberg lettuce since we want that water in our body. Some zucchini, radishes, tomatoes, cabbage, strawberries, watermelon, sweet peppers, cantaloupe. These are all have a high concentration of water, so this will all be good to consume during summertime to, if you're sweating, keep that water intake. So I'm just gonna give you a few recipes that I found that are, perfect for the summer, which require no to minimal cooking, and it'll keep you hydrated. And I know during the summer, I don't like to cook. And then sometimes even older adults lose their appetite during summer. When it's too hot, you just don't feel like eating. So this will be something good, to give your loved one. So we have a watermelon, and I'm not going to go over the whole recipes. These will be available. We'll send them to you if you want them, so you don't feel like you have to write them down. So this is a quick, simple watermelon blueberry and feta salad. This is, with the refreshing fruit of the watermelon and the salty feta, it makes for a perfect combination in a hot day. And then you can try adding arugula for more of a healthier salad. But these are just, simple ingredients that you might have at home already. You don't need, to turn on the oven or the stove. So it'll help keep that heat away from the home. Their next one is some lettuce wraps with chicken and avocado salad. This you can already, if you have a roasted chicken that you bought and you have some leftovers, like this will be the perfect time to use that. It comes together quickly with just a few simple ingredients, and you have something light and refreshing but yet healthy for lunch. Here's another one. This is a quick Japanese cucumber salad. For this recipe, all you need to make is 5 easy ingredients, and it only takes about 5 minutes. And you probably already have most of these ingredients in your home anyways. If not, you can just pick up a few ingredients on your grocery trip this week. We have a tuna macaroni salad with balsamic vinegar. This, obviously you do have to cook the pasta, but it's very simple. It doesn't take too long. Again, most of these ingredients you probably already have in your refrigerator or your pantry. If you want to add more tuna in, get that extra protein, go right ahead. You can substitute tuna for chicken breast, whatever, just whatever you feel like will help you and your loved one. But just do take into consideration their dietary. If they can't have something, you can always substitute, ingredients or something. If they're diabetic, if watermelon is too sweet for them, you can just substitute it for another fruit that might be less sugary, because you have to take into consideration also their dietary needs. And we have a summer salad. This one, again, it may seem like a lot of ingredients, but you pretty much have everything in your home, in your pantry. It's just fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, some avocados, bell peppers, some spices you might already have. It does require for loaf of bread. I'm going to go ahead to the next slide. It'll tell you how to prepare it. It does require for the loaf of bread to go into the oven, but you can opt out for the bread, especially if your loved one has either dentures or trouble with missing teeth and can't really chew on hard items such as toasted bread. So you can always leave the bread out, substitute it for something else. You can even turn this into a pasta salad and just take the bread out. So just kind of give you a few ideas of things that you can do at home. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it's refreshing and will give you all those nutrients and vitamins and water that your body needs, especially during hot weather in summertime. There's also, like I mentioned, drinks, water. I know for some of us, we need a little encouragement drinking water. So if you adding, a few slices of cucumber in your water, or some mint leaves, or, a strawberry, just to give it that flavor. If you're not really a water drinking person, I find it that if you add little things like that, just to give it some flavor, it'll encourage you to drink more water. Some smoothies that are healthy for you, and I have some recipes as well for some smoothies. Do avoid caffeine and alcohol during summer. It defeats the purpose, and it can get you more dehydrated. So I have 3 recipes for smoothies. Again, quick, easy ingredients, simple ingredients that you may have at home. If not, it's something you can pick up at the grocery store when you go. The first one will be cherry almond smoothie. Cherries contain 3 grams of fiber and 342 grams of potassium per cup, which is about the equivalent of a small banana. So you can even get your potassium with this smoothie. And cherries are also anti-inflammatory. So this might, someone who has arthritis, this might be a good thing to give them. Again, you only need a few ingredients, some cherries, coconut milk, some ice, creamy almond butter, and just blend them all together. And there you go. You have a delicious, refreshing smoothie that is also healthy for you. And again, you can substitute any of the ingredients to your liking or the dietary requirements of yourself or your loved one. You can use any milk that you like. Doesn't have to be coconut milk. And if you want a thicker smoothie, just add some vanilla yogurt to it. And, there you have it. The next recipe it's a mega mango coconut smoothie. Mangoes are also high in fiber. Mangoes can also help boost the health and appearance of your skin. So, not only are you getting those fibers and nutrients, but your skin's going to look better as well. This smoothie is also loaded with 35% of your vitamin A requirement in the form of beta carotene. So this antioxidant also provides protection from sunlight. So it actually reduces your risk of getting sunburn. So not only are you keeping your body refreshed, you're also providing that reducing your chances of getting sunburn. And again, a few simple ingredients: mangoes, coconut. I think it's manna. I know I didn't know what it was. So it's apparently it's like the ground meat of the coconut, and it's almost like a butter. I'll go over it. I'll have a picture of it so you guys can know. So it's like a butter, but it's coconut flavor. Again, unsweetened coconut milk, some lime juice, honey. Again, put everything in the blender, and you have a nice, refreshing smoothie. This last, it's cantaloupe cocoa mango smoothie. Again, you have the mango, you have the cantaloupe, which is a hydrating fruit. You have all that liquid, that water. So the cantaloupe provides that extra hydration, and again, the mango protects your skin from sunburn or from the sun. This smoothie contains over 100% of the vitamin C that you need for your daily intake. Plus, again, the beta carotene antioxidants. So again, just a few ingredients you may have at home already. What I also do is I buy the frozen fruits, which is, if I feel like I'm not going to use the fruit often or within a period of time and I don't want it to go bad, so I just buy the frozen fruits, and then that also, just put everything in the blender and you have a smoothie there. There's some that have already kale. You can add some, kale, spinach, add that extra nutrients, especially for someone who doesn't have much of an appetite. And with the hot weather, so this will be something good and refreshing that they can have. If you have someone that you feel might not drink the whole smoothie, you can do like the ice trays. Blend the smoothie and just fill it out with the ice tray and just do like little popsicles, so when it's hot and they want something refreshing, you can just give them a small portion if you feel like they're not really going to drink the full smoothie and they're still getting all the benefits from it. So it's just kind of playing around with, what you have and what the individual likes. So kind of tailored to their needs. So this is, I found a little information on, coconut oil versus cocomania. So this is more of a butter. It's used for smoothies, whereas the coconut oil is more for sauteing, baking, that sort of stuff. So just try not to get them confused. And I think you can find these at, any, like a Whole Foods, Trader Joe's that might have it. I know Amazon carries it. So you might be able to find it at any supermarket. And again, you don't have to use this. You can substitute it for other things of your liking. These are just some suggestions. And again, just consult with your doctor on your dietary. If you do have different diets and some of this, you can't use some of these ingredients, you can always substitute for something that you can eat. So just some things to remember, older adults do have a tough time dealing with heat and humidity. So just try to get out of the sun and into a cool place. Air conditioning is always the best. Drink plenty of fluids. Again, avoid alcohol and caffeine. Water, fruit, and vegetable juices are good choices and healthy choices. Shower and bathe or sponge off with cool water. Help keep your body cool. Lie down and rest in a cool place if you need to. And visit your doctor or go to an emergency room if you don't cool down quickly enough, because it might be a sign of other heat, more serious heat-related illnesses. These are some of the resources. If you want to go, this is where I got the last one is the recipes for the smoothies. There's She's a dietitian. She has a lot of good recipes in there, not just smoothies, but just other stuff. So you might want to check out her website. It's really, really good and full of information and recipes that you might like. Thank you. That is all I have for today. I hope you found some of this information useful and you can use it at home. So if you have any questions or comments, we can go ahead and open it for discussion.
Well, thank you, Olga. That was real interesting. I really love the recipes. I know a couple of our clients I know specifically that would really like to, they rely on smoothies a lot for their care recipients. So those are great. I used to know a woman that carried an umbrella to keep from sun protection, you know, and I thought that was a great idea. So I've started to do that in the summertime. I just keep an umbrella in my car because it's so much better than a hat. You know, it can cover your whole body, you know,
Right.
and it's so much more effective. Yeah, so I just keep one in my car. So, and something else is, I know in some areas like in Los Angeles and in Long Beach, where we're at in Southern California, we have cooling stations. And, you know, anybody can go to, and they're usually announced by the city or local news that cooling stations are opening when we're approaching a heat wave. So that's it's another resource. I've never used one myself. I don't know anyone that's ever used one. But I imagine it's just like going to a mall or a library, like you said, or a grocery store, you know, somewhere where there's air conditioning.
Yeah.
Something else that I know that when I've been stuck in a real hot place with no air conditioning, I can remember that one thing I did was try to get myself wet either with a spray bottle or by taking a shower and then literally sit in front of a fan with your wet hair or slightly, you know, with a mist bottle. And, you know, because it cools you down. It's kind of an immediate thing. It's not long lasting, but it will help in a pinch. It does. So that was something I just wanted to mention.
Yeah, and we see those fans and mist like at theme parks. That's like
Yes.
selling because you're walking all day, the sun's, you know, so that's something good. But yeah, even like just walking around.
Yeah.
Going to the grocery store on a, you know, on a hot day, which you should again do it early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Okay, so there's no more. You can go ahead and stop the recording.